Welcome back. I am 28K and yeah, I'm gonna look at Villa's next game and their last game, which was Sunderland. Sunderland got a goal in the Premier League finally after four games. But still, even though Sunderland are 10 men down, they scored a silly ass goal. That shouldn't have happened. When I watched the review, when I was watching the game, I saw that Konsa could have stuck his foot out. He failed and didn't, which led to the goal. I think the red card, that should have been us shutting the game off. The last 5 minutes, we were doing really good. We saw creative chances, just couldn't finish those off. Ollie Watkins had a great couple of headers. I think he's starting to get a lot more seeing of the ball. So it's Morgan Rogers, but I just feel like against the game tomorrow against Bologna, we're gonna need Sancho, a definite. We need Harvey Elliott, a definite. Until Morgan Rogers can book his ideas up and start, using the ball a lot more and getting past these players and like he does in international, then I just don't see him starting. Harvey Elliott, after 2 games, is better than Morgan Rogers this season. I get, they've only had 5 games now. But, Harvey Elliott's done better. Made a lot more chances. So is Jadon Sancho. He's taken them on. He's actually giving us a bit of creative mind. Harvey Elliott is doing it as well. Ian Matasine played very well on that left side. I think he's phenomenal. I think he's a phenomenal player, a good young player as well. I think he needs to be given the starting role. And Martinez, you know what, fair play to him. He's come back. He's earned my trust again as the goalkeeper. He does make a mistake. One mistake every game. I know it can be costly, but most times it's not. But he saves goals. He saves crucial goals, which is what we need at the moment. Marco Bizot, I would rather have Robin Olsen at the moment. Hasn't done the greatest for us, but like I said, he's new. But it's what it is. Ollie Watkins, Marlon needs to be replaced. Marlon needs to come on. Or Guisena needs to start striker. So 1 or 2 play them. Bodegaard, he's alright. Kamara had an alright game. McGinn, I can kind of start seeing McGinn not being as good as he was. Like, he loses the ball a lot more now. I've started to see that he's losing the ball, and we just don't need that. He loses the ball way too quickly. So is Morgan Rogers, and Ollie Watkins. They always do that. Cash, brilliant goal by Cash. Some people can argue that because the sun was in his eyes. It was straight at the keeper. The keeper, put it into his own net. But I just don't see at the moment a goal like that for Villa, and it is Villa's first goal that people have got to take into consideration. That the first goal for Villa is a pretty much a really good goal. It's a wonderful goal. I do now hate looking at some of the players that we had failed to even just loan in. It's unfortunate. Grealish, take in a heart fucking beat. I would take him in a heartbeat. He has done wonderful. I know if he's given that freedom, he can do wonders for your club. And Everton have bagged someone there, but I don't see them buying him next season. Douglas Luiz, I think when he gets given game time at Nottingham Forest, he's all right. On his day, I think we should have kept him for placement for John McGinn. Pau Torres again, he's doing all right. It hasn't come on, I don't think, as did last. I'm not sure if it come on, but I know Konsa and Mings did good. I think Mings is close to getting an injury. Last against Sunderland, he did take a bit of a beating. Which is, football. you put your life on the line for the badge that you're at, and you show that. And if you're not, you're not a player. You show if you're loyal to that club, you will put your heart towards that badge, and that's what Konsa did and Cash have done so far this season. I would like to see Ollie Watkins score a goal. Like I say, he's our striker, only out and out striker. We failed to get it back up. We got Gwasende, he can play striker. It's definitely one of his bigger roles, and left we can play winger, he can also play striker. They're both really strong. We just haven't given him the striker role yet. Marlin, he's a definite can play striker. Yeah. Unai Emery, I think he's definitely happy now, seeing that things are starting to work out and starting to click. I think he's starting to get a little bit less frustrated. Now that he's seeing that his tactics are slowly working. But the fact that we can't win a game against a 10-men team is a bit shocking. And some of them were heavy defensive. And there were a few chances where we could have shut the game off, absolutely done. But we couldn't do that, unfortunately. But like I say, on to Bologna at home, I think, if I'm correct. I would have loved to go to that game, couldn't get tickets. Because I don't have enough money for it, which is lovely. But like I said, I want to go to a game this season. Hopefully, do a vlog. I want to go to either Europa. I might go to a Premier League game, Europa game, where hopefully we actually win the game. Yeah. I want to see a bit more atmosphere in Villa now. I'm hoping fans are starting to see, it's paying off, some of the tactics. But like I said, Unai Emery needs to trust in the players. I think he's losing a bit of trust in his front players. That's why he's not giving them much the ball or much reception to them, because he's losing trust. I think he needs to give the trust to the players up front. He needs the right players up front. Marlin, Sancho, Elliott, Watkins. That's going to be, I think, probably the best line of front three, or front four, as we could say. Elliott in that cam, Sancho on the left, Marlon on the right, striker Ollie Watkins. Midfield, I'm going to go Tielemans and Kamara or Onana, I think. McGinn's time is coming on the bench, and Konsa is given the captaincy, and this is what I wanted to talk on, because I can see Konsa, like, McGinn is a very quiet, speaks to the ref, has like these little private talks to this Konsa is a more outgoing captain. He shouts at them, he uplifts it by shouting at them, giving them a bit more motivation, and that's what I saw in Sunderland. That's what I have started seeing in Konsa. I can see him being the next captain. In Martinez, I just don't think he does much as captain. I think Konsa is definitely the best choice for captain, or Mings, because they both shout. But I think Konsa is definitely the next captain for me. I would love that to be, and McGinn is not a starter anymore. He's had most of the season he's had poor performances. I think Tielemans, Onana or Kamara should start in that CM or CDM role. I'd like them to play a lot more play kind of making. I would like to see them, I don't want to see them holding. I want to see them, straight along, going a bit up front a bit, and that's it. I want to see the pressure being piled on these teams. I get pressure. There can be a lot of cons with the pressure thing, but I think like Villa can do that. And I think we keep a kind of balanced defensive line. We kind of keep them halfway line, and that's where as long as they come. And I think wing backs can go up. And yeah. And I think Marlin would get that pressure on. Harvey Elliott would do the pressure. Sancho would do that pressure as well. Tielemans and Kamara and Onana can put that pressure on if they will need to, or one of them can drop back in defence to help out. And Ollie Watkins can try and put some pressure on, and then hopefully we can score a lot more goals and a lot more creative. We can have a lot, be more creative, and hopefully win a game. But I just don't think Unai Emery's going to see it that way. He's going to be like, hang on, this is kind of working, this Sancho, Harvey Elliott. I'm hoping he goes, Sancho, Harvey Elliott, Marlin, there's starting to be a lot more connection, starting to see a lot more creative minds. Let's give them a try against Bologna. But knowing him, it'll be McGinn, Tielemans, Ollie Watkins, Morgan Rogers, Tielemans, Rogers, McGinn. Who's he put on the left? Right back, Cash. Left back, Luca Dean. Centre back, Tyrone Mings, Konza or Pau Torres. And then he plays like that. It's just balls. But Sendejas, well, he definitely tried. I think that there should have been a penalty at least in that game. But like I said, if the ref's not giving it, he's not giving it. But can't stop that now. But yeah, that's been my thoughts on the Sunderland and the upcoming game. I'll do tomorrow when I come back from what I'm doing tomorrow. I will do a lineup and also do a review after the game. So I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, and I hope you have a good Thursday and the rest of the week, and I hope Villa win. I have been 1AK up the Villa. Come on.